As you may know, gambling is illegal in the United States. When you hit the age of 18, you are legally allowed to gamble. And gambling, I feel like, should be legal in the United States at any age because I feel like it can teach young kids at a younger age like valuable life lessons. I say this because gambling can ruin people's lives if you get addicted to it. And you don't want to learn that when you're 18 and you are just beginning a new life and you have to become in debt because you used all your money at a casino. So, gambling can come in all sorts of ways, like slot machines, poker, go into casinos of any sort, even fantasy football, which is actually becoming very popular nowadays. Gambling, I feel like, should be legal because gambling can become a very toxic, very, very toxic addiction, okay? Gambling can alter people in ways that they'll bet their own house on some things, and when they lose, they'll have to give up what they've worked for some people their entire lives. Gambling should be taught to the young kids of our community because of the fact that they can learn the life lessons of you should use your money wisely and not spend it and keep gambling it away and building a habit to where whenever you get money, you gamble it away because you're trying to win some more. I'm not saying gambling isn't okay because fantasy football is one of the more popular things and easier ways to gamble nowadays. Everything's electronic. You could sit at your home and play fantasy football and you can win tons of money by doing it. Or if you spend money, you could lose a lot of money doing it as well. So as kids, your parents should be able to take you to a casino and show you around and be like, this is what it's like. You don't see a lot of people winning money. You see a lot of people losing it. You'll see everyone now and then win a couple bucks, a couple $100, but then they go and they gamble that money they just won right back in and they end up losing it. So that's how casinos are kind of designed. They kind of get you in there to spend some of your money. You make a little bit of it. You make a little bit back that you put in, but then you're going to end up losing it because you're getting hooked and be like, oh, I could win more. And then no, you're just in debt the entire time. You're in the hole. And feeling like if kids learn that at a younger age and be like, oh, I want to use my money for something else instead of gambling, that's good. You don't want to gamble like that because you can ruin your entire life by doing it. Gambling it can be fun, but it's also very dangerous if you get too serious about it. And like I said, fantasy football, there's people that are underage doing it because fantasy football is a fun thing to do, but it's illegal if you're not of the age of 18 because it's considered gambling because you can make money off of it. And fantasy football is one of the simplest ways to do it. If you watch football in the NFL, you don't even have to watch it. It gives you a recommended lineup every week of who you think is going to do the best. You could just choose that recommended lineup and see how they do. But you have to put money down to join these tournaments, and you end up not doing good because you don't know enough or your players just don't perform and you lose money. It's very hard to make money in fantasy football, but it's very easy to gamble away your money in fantasy football as well. And any type of gambling, you could go to a poker table. If you know how to play and go to a poker table, put some money down, I guarantee you lose your money because that dealer knows how to play poker more than you do, and they are professionals at it. They are literally professionals, and they don't use the same deck of cards every time. They use different decks of cards, so you can't sit there and use these techniques of counting cards or anything. So they make it almost impossible to win a lot of money consistently at a casino. And that's why it should be legal. Gambling should be legal in the United States, just to teach the younger community, the younger people, how dangerous gambling can really be and how it can affect your life.